In this following lesson, we're going to tackle the quick selection tool and also magic wand, which you can find here on the left hand side in the tool panel again. Quick selection tool and magic wand. Let's start out with the quick selection tool. So first of all, in our application bar here at the top, again, you can see just the normal mode, the add mode or subtract mode for the certain tool. Again, over here also you can change your brush size because this is actually a brush and you're just working with a quick selection. You can change the size over here, hardness and spacing. I'll show you a little shortcut from this right now. So what you can also do is press CTRL and ALT together on the keyboard. So keep on holding both buttons and now with your mouse move left and right away you'll see you are changing the diameter of the brush. So super quickly you can change it here without going back and forth up here at the top. Again, move left and right. Now you can also move up and down with the mouse. So basically this means you are now changing the hardness of the brush. So have a look at the edge, it feathers more and more. The same goes for the brush tool as well, but more about that in the course later. And I'm also working with the Vacuum Continuous 5 Pro tablet, so this means I'm working with my pen right now and doing this whole process. This is another step that I would recommend once you get more advanced with Photoshop. For now it's just important to work with the mouse and understand the tools. Alright, so what I'll do now is have a very hard hardness here, so 100%, and my diameter, I will most probably make that a bit smaller. Alright, so what does that whole system actually do, the whole quick selection tool? Basically, you can select certain areas that have the same color or same values, basically the same tonalities, shadows or highlights again. So I can move over here and you'll see everything that is yellow, this tool picks up really quickly. And also if you have contrasty area, like here, obviously the model stands out quite a lot from the background. So everything that is yellow will be selected. Everything that is not yellow and not so, basically the contrasty edge will not be selected. So right away you have a selection now. So say for instance here on our background layer, we'll first of all just unlock this and also go over to our mask. We talked about this earlier. Select the mask and right away you see we have masked out the complete person. Obviously the edge is not so nice yet. As you can see here, the edge is not good at all. You can obviously always go step back and do the opposite of this. We've just selected this. So basically again, select the quick selection tool and while you're inside of the selection, you can click right click again and you're back to all these options again from this select until to stroke. All these the same that we had with lasso tool and magic wand. So right away, I will say select inverse. And now right away we have selected the model instead of the yellow. And now if I go back to the mask, you'll see we have cut out the model really nicely. Again, the edges aren't too nice around this. For that there's an advanced technique. If one goes over here to the mask and hits right click now and goes to refine mask, you'll be brought into another option in Photoshop where you can now refine this edge. But for this I have a really good tutorial, a free tutorial which you can watch in order to understand a little bit more of how to work with this, and it will be shown here in this video as well. So if you want to have a look on our website, there's a free tutorial. You can also download it with the working files in order to practice more of refining mask, because this is a bit advanced already. I'm going to hit OK, and right away you'll see through this process now Photoshop has helped me to cut out my complete model really quickly. But more about that in the free tutorial. Let's go a step back again and just explain the tool a bit more. So right away you guys get to see what I did here. I also just pressed Command D in order to get out of the selection again. Let's get back to the quick selection tool. I'll select it. And first of all now I want to select the model. So basically it's a bit difficult for this tool now to select everything because it doesn't know all the colors and the tonalities. Whereas here with the yellow, it's a bit easier. So say for instance I start here at the bottom, then I run through and I'm going a bit more. And now slowly, oops, I took a bit of yellow in and I continue and do this, but damn, I didn't want to have the yellow here. So should I start again? No, you can literally just hold Alt on the keyboard, which right away switches here in the top application bar to the subtract mode. Have a look, if I press Alt, it goes into the subtract. And now you can easily go over this again and brush out all the yellow parts that you don't want. And you can do this with any image, depends on how far and how good you are with the tool. Okay, and dragging out. So right away you can subtract again from this. So that's simple, very basic, the quick selection tool. I normally use it just to cut out people and to create certain selections where it gets a bit difficult with a lot of small, fine details. All right, that's all. I'm going to press Command D. So understanding this tool, it does take a bit of practice until you're good with this. But as you can see, also you can just click once and right away it will pick up all the contrasty areas over here against this contrasty area. Great tool to work with. Let's also head to the Magic Wand tool. Magic Wand tool, pretty much the same again. At the top application bar, you can see it changes almost to the same like we have with the elliptic marking tool. And it does almost the same, but this time it's just very rough. It just selects the tonalities and the certain color tones. So say for instance, if we go over here, Magic Wand, and I select or click now into my image, everything that is yellow will be selected. Okay, see the tonalities? Here it goes a bit darker, here a bit lighter. So it struggles to pick up this. Everything that is in the same tonality like this will be selected. Again, if I'm going to hold Shift on the keyboard now, it right away jumps into the add mode here. So add to selection. So I can now easily select some more areas. So hold Shift and just click. Click once more, click once more. So you're picking up more and more color tones and also going depth more with selections. See closer over here, closer over there. And it's also a great tool when working with a lot of different selection types. Again, super easy to work with. I'm going to get out of the selection again, press Command D. Say for instance the glasses over here. Let's see how good it picks that up. Magic Wand again, and it's basically just a click system. So you click once, yep, not too happy yet, hold Shift, click more, and click more, and click more. Now you also have created a selection. The same goes over again to the other side. Click once, and it picks up all these areas, the areas down here. And you can see this tool does not always work so great. It takes a bit of effort to go back and forth with it. And try it a few times. And down here, and you can still see here if we zoom in, all these little areas here have not been picked. So this is not my favorite tool. I do work sometimes with it when I need to do something really quickly and to create something sloppy. But if it needs to be precise, again, rather the pen tool. But again, for a beginner, this is a great tool to getting started and to creating quick selections in your images.